Dark Knight from St. Louis, Missouri, representing Slicktown to the fullest. And I'm just coming back at you today. It's actually been a minute since I've done a video blog. I have been quite busy. Just thankful to be able to, be back home. I had an awesome weekend in Denver, Colorado, attending a company event entitled Don't Be a Wussy 2013, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was absolutely bananas. I had a chance to network with over 6,000 like-minded individuals, which is something that I've never been able to do in my life. And it was simply life-changing. It was transformational, so to speak. And I'm still trying to recover from it. But I wanted to do this new installment of my video blog actually in a 3-part series, so to speak, talking about what the last 5 days has been for me. And over the next 2 days, today and then the next 2 days, I'm going to be sharing with you some things that are going to challenge you, it's going to inspire you, and hopefully it will persuade you to take action. I want to start with really something that happened yesterday. And like I said, over this past weekend, I traveled to Denver, Colorado for a company event. And I left out on Thursday morning, and I flew from St. Louis to Minneapolis. And anyone that knows me on a personal level knows I'm a huge fan of the movie Purple Rain. And I have never been to Minneapolis. And I always said if I was to go to Minneapolis, I would go look for First Avenue, and I would go look to see if I could find Apollonia. But but nevertheless, I stayed in Minneapolis for 9 hours because I was flying standby, and I wasn't able to get on a flight to Denver. Flying standby. And that was the first time I ever flew standby. And actually, it was the first time that I ever flew by myself. So I would say it was a very interesting experience. And I finally arrived in Denver because I thought I was going to have to stay in Minneapolis Thursday and then catch the first flight to Denver on Friday. But I managed to get the last flight going to Denver Thursday night, and I arrived in Denver at about 11:30 their time, which was about 12:30 St. Louis time. And needless to say, I was very tired, and I was very I was just out of it. It was a long day, but I managed to stay productive while I was in the airport for 9 hours. And ironically, I had an opportunity the next day to go to register for the event, and I got to the event, and it was so many people in line. And we got there. Registration started at 9 a.m. My roommate and one of our teammates, we arrived, and it was a long line. And we got there, right after 9 o'clock. We stopped and got something to eat, and we were able to, I'm not going to say how we were, but we were able to get to the front of the line in no time. And we got registered, and I just had a chance to just really bond and meet, some of my teammates that I had not seen face-to-face before, and then also got to see some, familiar faces that I saw from the last event. And just to see the growth, not only in the team, but just in the mindsets of the people that are in the company was phenomenal. And it's just something that is hard for me to put into words, and I'm really good with words, but I just knew that it was going to be a monumental weekend. And over the next couple of days, I'm going to tell you about why it was such a monumental weekend. But as I set the stage, I want to talk to you about something today. I want to talk to you about something that was really near and dear to me, and it really made my day yesterday. And I had got back to work, and I had my evaluation done for my job because my anniversary of my job is coming up next week. And my supervisor gave me my evaluation, and I had positive marks in all areas. But she asked me a question that really put things into proper perspective. And it was a question that I was not expecting her to ask, because me and my supervisor, we really don't, it's not like we're buddies or anything. And she really doesn't say two words to me, but she asked me a question that really just made my day. And for those of you who didn't know, Tuesday, July 23rd was actually the 7-year anniversary since I lost my paternal grandmother. And my supervisor asked me this question. She said, "Arian, how long are you going to continue to remain at this position?" And the magnitude of her asking me that question at the time that she asked me, coming off of what I experienced in Denver, really lit a fire under me. I was already on fire, but it lit a fire under me because I know that I'm going in the right direction, and I know that I'm on course towards my destiny. I know that I'm operating in my passion on purpose, and I'm unapologetic about it. Because normally, supervisors won't ask you that question. But because my supervisor does not want me to get complacent, and apparently she can see, even though my work hasn't slacked or anything, I still come in, do my job, and do whatever, is required of me. But what I take from that conversation was that to everything there is a season. And when you're walking and when you're willing to step into your season, people can see that. People can see the change that comes over you. People can see that you're on the verge of something monumental. And that's really what I took from it. I was down a little bit yesterday, thinking about my grandmother, and then I thought about it. The number 7, and I'm a spiritual person. I'm not overly spiritual, but I'm a spiritual person. And the number 7 represents completion. And the number 8 represents a new beginning. And like I said, it was 7 years to the day that my grandmother went home to glory. And so I just didn't know. It was like confirmation to me that the time is coming where you're going to be able to just operate in what you desire on a full-time basis. When you have that moment of clarity, a peace comes over you. And I'm telling you right now, what was dropped in Denver was something is about to happen in the next 60 days. Well, it's 59 days now. And for those of you who are on the fence, for those of you who keep contacting me about, what are you doing? how can I do it? And I've told you how you can do it, how you can get position, but you still won't get it done. You need to get it done now. Not tomorrow, not next week. You need to take the leap of faith and get it done now, because what I witnessed and 6,000 other people witnessed is about to change the game. And I had a chance to network with people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and I will put a disclaimer that, their results are not typical. And your results will be in direct correlation of how bad you want it. And I know that I'm not destined to work a job for the rest of my life. The day will come where I will walk off my job never to return. And it won't be because they fired me. It will be because I walked away on my own terms to operate fully in my passion on purpose and be completely unapologetic about it. So what you need to do is you need to click the link below. You need to position yourself. You need to lock arms with me right now, because what I will tell you, and this will be as a segue into the next segment of this series, is that I know the gift that I have. And if I was able to encourage and inspire someone who I had never met to go to an event when they had absolutely no intention on attending the event. I didn't sponsor this person. I wasn't getting any financial gain from it or anything by that person being there, but because I knew that they needed to witness for themselves why that event was unlike any other company event that they had been to. I couldn't put it into words. They had to see it for themselves. You need to learn the importance of setting an intention and being around people that will help you fulfill your potential, your intention, and fulfill your potential. You need to lock arms with me. Click the link below, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace and love.